You're up to 6 sacks. How does your production kind of met your expectations for yourself this year?
Um, it's probably funny because I really hadn't met my expectations yet. I mean, it's great to, be in the leaderboards or be top 5 or top 6, whatever it was. I'm blessed. Obviously, God is great. God has been great to me and my family. I'm more than blessed to be here. When I'm on my own, I kind of, here or there, get emotional just thinking about it. Obviously, the adversity I've been through and, things that me and my family been through when it comes to the sport, and me just still having to fight and having the will to keep going. When most people, quite frankly, would quit. But I wasn't raised by quitters, so it's just great to see where I am and where I'm headed, to be honest. And the way I see it is 5 people still in front of me, so there's always more work to do.
Going back to Vanderbilt, when you were there as just a quarterback and had to, work out, there are times where you were like, just based on what we were just talking about, there are times where you're like, I don't know if this is gonna, I don't know if I can keep doing this. And now to see yourself and look back, what's that like?
I would be lying if I would say times never got hard. But to say that I seemingly questioned if it would work out, never that, because like I said, I wasn't raised by quitters, and I always go back to my parents are amazing. I mean, God blessed me with 2 wonderful parents, but I always think back to how my mom made things happen, just when it came to just small things. When my dad makes things happen, so it's like, who would I be to take them through all of that and then just quit? It's like, God didn't bring me this far just to bring me this far. Whether it was some adversity at Vanderbilt, whether it was an ACL in high school, whether it was, thinking I could have won the battle at Georgia State, didn't win it, being switched, having to switch again after the switch. So, it's all about facing adversity and just keep pushing and keep fighting, really.
What was the toughest moment in that whole journey?
Just having to sit on the sideline and watch. I like the ball. I like to play the game. So, just having to sit on that sideline and continue to gain weight after I switch positions and just continue to watch and continue to watch and continue to watch. And obviously, I would support my teammates. I still love them, the guys that's at Georgia State. Some of them left already, but it just was, hard on me. Having played a game I love since I was 4 or 5, having played a position I've loved since I was 5. It was tough having to make that switch. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. But when I wrapped my mind around it, I knew it wasn't no stopping what I could do if I put my mind to it.
There's a screenshot I think you posted on Instagram just about I think it said is Jamil Muhammad's impact going to be overrated this year? Has it been overrated? And obviously looking back on that, do you feel like because of everything you've been through, you kind of approach things or attack with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder these days?
Yeah, you use the word attack. That's you can't ease into anything, and that's something my parents always taught me. If you want something, you gotta go get it, and that was the understanding coming here. Most people think, oh, he went to USC, not just me. They think certain athletes go to certain schools because they're given something. You can ask Coach Riley or Coach whoever, really, any coach that recruited me, and the minute they tried to bring up NIL, that's not something I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about anything that you're going to give me. Let's talk about what's going to make me better. And I enjoy things like that. I know Mr. Arledge and Mr. Katz, I believe whatever his last name is. I apologize for not remembering his last name, but I know they didn't mean any harm. They're doing their job, but it's just certain things that I do, pay attention to. And certain things that I do just use as for a extra chip on my shoulder. Just continue to allow me to push for that ultimate goal.
Say one more.
Coming to USC as a transfer, this is going to be your first taste of the USC Notre Dame rivalry. So, if you kind of heard stuff about that from teammates, so what are you most looking forward to kind of playing this historic game?
Oh yeah, I've talked. I hadn't really talked, but I heard Caleb talking a little bit about it. Guys like Mario and obviously Coach Riley talk about it a lot. He talks about how it's just such a memorable game. How much it'll just be one of those games that you just remember for the rest of your life. So I'm really excited. All of this is new to me. I'm still getting used to the home crowd because at Georgia State we didn't have a huge crowd. We played at South Carolina, it was a huge crowd, but I'm still taking all of this in, so I'm enjoying it really. I'm just along for the ride.
Thank you so much.